Hey everybody, it's me Stacy here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. Hoping you are watching this as close to 5 p.m. sunny California time, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern as possible. It is time for our Make It Monday event featuring Couture Creations, and it's a wonderful bundle that I have for you. For those of you who are not familiar with a Make It Monday event, it is an event that we try to host every Monday as long as I have product that works from manufacturers. It is one bundle, one price. It is a bundle that retails for anywhere from $80 to $100 that we bring to you for just $19.99. Yes, they're limited, and this bundle is extremely limited. Extremely limited. So you may be on in the first 5 minutes of when I say ready, set, go. Towards the end of this video, that's when I turn all the product on. You may be clicking out as fast as you possibly can, and we may be sold out already. It happens, and I'm so sorry that it does, but for me not to bring this product just because I don't have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them, to not share it with you, that would be wrong too. So I'm hoping you that if this is something you're interested in, yay, and that you get it in your cart and you're checked out and wahoo Couture. And if this isn't something that you're interested in, well, maybe today's technique might get you interested, because of course it is a Make It Monday. Therefore, I have to do something with the product, otherwise you're not making anything. Now I'm going to take you through the bundle, and to be honest with you, I'm going to use a bundle that's already been opened that we use to make samples. Reason being, I don't want to waste a bundle. This one's already open. I don't want to open another one because that means we have one less. So I'm going to walk you through the bundle. We're going to make something super easy, super fun, super cute. And then at the end of the video, I will say ready, set, go. And that is when I've clicked the items on. So again, I know that there will not be enough for absolutely everybody. So when you look at this bundle, take a cold, hard eye at it. Or is this something you really, really want? And if it is, go for it. And if you're just like, meh, maybe not, maybe so, maybe this is the one to pass on so somebody who really, really wants it can get it. I know that sounds very weird for a retailer to be saying pass on it, but well, I know that we're limited and I want to make as many people as happy as possible, as does Couture Creations. They sent all that they could. Remember, these are coming all the way from Australia. The shipping on them, I don't even want to tell you what poor Aussie Andrew, the owner of Couture Creations, had to pay just to get them here. So I'm going to tilt on down for today. I'm going to walk you through the bundle. I'm going to turn on my glasses. It does retail for $85.66. Your price is $19.99. Are you ready to see what's inside? Me too. Let me tilt on down and let's get started for today. And thank you for your understanding. Thank you for knowing that the manufacturers that we partner with in Scrapbooking Made Simple just want to bring you the most beautiful product at affordable prices to ideally keep crafting affordable for everybody. All right, down we go. We're going to get started for today. You ready? See what $19.99 is going to get you? Me too. Well, I know because I had to open the bundle. Let me zoom on in. Tilt on up. Zoom on in. Okay, so bundle. Well, lots of alcohol ink markers. This is the second time they've given us a tremendous amount of alcohol ink markers. These are Couture Creations alcohol ink markers. They do retail for $1.99 is what they retail for. I don't believe that these are the same colors that were in the last bundle, but I can't be 100% positive, but I don't think he duplicated colors. But I can't be 100% positive. I'm having trouble getting them in my hands. Okay, there we go. Holy smokes, artichokes. 2, let's see, 4, 6, 8, 10. And 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So it looks like we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It looks like we've got 20 alcohol ink markers. And they've got a brush tip on one side and a nib tip on the other. I want you to know not to pay a bit of attention to the numbers that are on top of them at all. Those numbers are not meant to make your blending families. Ozzie Andrew numbered them, so we're just gonna go with that. But right here, you've got 20 times, you got $40 worth of alcohol markers right here for $19.99, assuming that there's nothing else in the bundle that you love. So I'm gonna put those over there. Then, let's see what else do I have for you. I have got a darling little reindeer stamp, super cute little reindeer stamp. I have got a set of bling for you. I have got 2 packs of envelopes for you. 2 packs of envelopes. And I can't remember if there's 10 or 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So maybe 9, 10. I want to say there's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I bet one was used for a sample. I bet there's 10 envelopes in there of 2 different designs. And these 10 envelopes work beautifully with 2 sets of die cut shapes. Now you may be looking at these like I did, and I think this is really important to talk to you about. You may be looking at this like I did and go, oh, you get 6 different die cut shapes, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 in here, 4 in there. And you're like, okay, well that's kind of nice. I have to tell you, you gotta open them up. Little did I look and see that it said actually 24 pieces. That means you're going to get 6 of each in here. Boy, was I like, wait a minute, where did all these come from? I thought this was one thick piece of a die-cut chipboard, and it is not. You get oodles of them. Here you get 42 pieces. So again, 6 of each, and they're beautiful. I mean, they're beautiful. So you open them up, because I was as taken back as you are. And inside, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I bet one was used for a sample. So 6 pieces you're going to get. They're glittered accented. I mean, I was thinking that this was just, you were gonna get 1 piece of each, so 4 pieces of chipboard. Oh no, there's 6 of everything in each of these. And to me, that's a wahoo kachoo. The sentiments, love this one. The deer, they've got a glitter accent to them. Isn't that pretty? So we have got so far the 10 packs of envelopes that work in conjunction with these. Hello, aren't they beautiful? They work in conjunction with these so that you can make your cards. And I'm going to show you how to make a quick and easy card. And then you have the envelopes that match. Love that. So we've got the envelopes. We've got the glittered chipboard shapes. More than I thought were in there. Hello, surprise, surprise. We've got the bling. We've got the little reindeer. And then we have one more large stamp, a background stamp, and I'm going to be using this today. So a background stamp on top of that. Now that alone is worth your $19.99, but then we add in all the alcohol markers too. I mean, that's a wow bundle. That is a wow, wow, wow bundle from Ozzie Andrew. Between the 2 stamps, the bling, all the glittered accent toppers, the card or the envelopes, so that you can make your own cards that coordinate with those toppers. So let's get started, because I want to show you a quick technique in making a super easy card using the alcohol markers and the chipboard. So I think I'm going to keep that out, and I think I'm going to, I think I'll keep these out. And those. Now I'm hoping that this loads on time, but we're having internet issues, so you just never know. And where I'm going to start today is with those alcohol ink markers. I'm going to bring over my blending mat, and this is a blending mat from Woodware. It's a great little piece of plastic. It is A4 in size, which means you can cut it in half and have 2 pieces and share one with a friend. You can then cut it into like a 6x6 piece and then have a slim piece over here. You decide how you want to cut it up or not cut it up. But when we put it on sale, which it will be, it is $4.40. And this is a wonderful little tool to have. Best $4.40 I've ever spent. I'm going to use some white paper today. Let's cut a little bit of white paper out. And I'm going to use those alcohol ink markers. And I'm just going to make some backgrounds. So I'm going to take some alcohol ink markers, and let's go with this one and this one, maybe that one, and this one. I don't know, I'm going to scribble. I'm going to see what happens. So I'm going to start kind of with my lighter color, and I'm just going to scribble some on here. And then I'll go in maybe with my pink. So you can see that they have a brush tip and a bullet tip, and they are alcohol ink markers, which means that they dry super fast, being an alcohol-based product. I'm just going to go in here and give some little pink, and then maybe I go in here and add some darker. So I always start with my lightest color first and then build in. Now I have no idea what we're going to make. I'm just going to make a little bit of a hot mess and see if we like it. I'm all about adding colors. You just never know what they're going to come out to be. Ooh, okay, well, I like that one. So I've got a scribble mess on my mat, and I'm going to take some hand sanitizer or isopropyl alcohol, put it in my Turbo Mister, which we'll put on sale because the Turbo Mister really is the best mister I've ever used. And I'm just going to get this really wet. And then I can take maybe a paper towel. I can kind of move these around and kind of blend them in. I can use my finger if I want. I'm just trying to get away from having the squigglies. And kind of just let it kind of move around. And again, I'm trying to get rid of having kind of the squigglies. Getting rid of those solid lines and kind of having them blend away. I don't know, we're just gonna have to wait and see what I get. I'm gonna take a plain piece of white paper and go in there, and I'm just gonna pick some of this up. Ooh, I'm making a background. And just pick it up. Now if I need more color, I add more color. You're like, ooh, look at it. Oh yeah, it's on there pretty good. So those little squigglies are on there pretty good. But we're gonna get rid of those. Don't worry, I'm gonna clean that off for you so you see how to clean it off. And let's come back in. I like that blue. Which blue was it? Was it this blue? Oh, I like that blue. I like my pink. And I like my tail. And again, I'm going to go in there and I'm just going to add oodles of hand sanitizer. Kind of get rid of some of those squigglies. And go in there and do it with my finger. And we'll see what we get. Let me pick up some of this color. Oh, I like it. So I am just making a background. And I'm not going to try and cover everything. I want a little bit of that white negative space just because I like it. All right, I think I'm going to call that done. Now I'm going to wipe it off, and you're going to see that some of my alcohol ink markers have left behind. This is now dry, and yet that alcohol ink marker is there. How am I going to get rid of it? A little bit more hand sanitizer or isopropyl alcohol and a Mr. Clean eraser. And bam, just like that, we are done. Clean it all off and start new. And that's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to do a separate one. I'm going to do a second one while this one is kind of giving a little bit of a dry. It's alcohol based, so it's not going to take long to give it a little bit of a dry. Do I want to add any more color? No, just stop. And instead, I think I'm going to come in with these. And let's see what we get. So I've got two greens here. Kind of an olivey lighter green. And a much darker. And same thing. I can either go in there and kind of push it around with my finger just because I don't want those striation lines, those straight lines going across. I don't want that to be what is coming up on my paper. Okay, you think that's good? Ooh. Okay, I think that's good. Maybe I go in with a little bit more. So I'm going to wipe it down because it's wet with the hand sanitizer. Maybe I come in with a little darker green. And maybe I even add a little bit of the blue. Yes or no? It's only white paper, Stacy. Go for it. So I'm picking up a little bit of the teal. I'm going to go back in and add a little bit more color. So spritz, spritz, spritz. Don't be afraid of the spritz. Kind of go back in there and just kind of move some of those colors around. Let's go back in and pick some of this up and see what we get. Pretty. Background. Do we want a little bit more of that? I think I want a little bit more of this. I don't know. I'm digging on this color. So you can see it's a little bit lighter than normal because I still had hand sanitizer on here. I hadn't wiped it off. And now I need to wait for my color to come back through. There we go. Maybe even just a hair bit. Do I even dare? A little bit darker. So I can just keep adding color on top of color on top of color until I'm happy. You are alcohol inking, but you're doing it with alcohol ink markers, and we're doing it in a quick and simple way. Okay, I'm going to be done. I'm going to stop. I'm going to step away from that one because I know myself, I would just continue to go, go, go. So this is what my mat looks like, and it's dried. A little bit of hand sanitizer or isopropyl, Mr. Clean eraser, And we clean our palette and start from scratch. So now I have two to play with, here and here. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp with them. So I have got my big background stamp from Couture Creations. And honestly, I'm going to just leave it right on the liner and I'm going to ink it up straight on here. I'm not going to pull it off. I'm not going to use a block. It's a big stamp. I'm just going to let it go. The ink pad that you use is going to be important. This is the color pad from Jacquard. It is a waterproof ink and it works beautifully with watercolors and alcohol-based ink. Anything you're going to want to add water to or an alcohol-based product to, this is your pad. And yes, it has a re-inker and they are so affordable. So let me take this one and I'm just going to lay it right on top. And I'm going to give nice all over body, just a nice little massage. And call it done. Poof. Oh, doesn't that look good? From my hot mess to oh happy day. Let's see how my hot mess does over here. Hot mess. Now my paper is still wet, it's fine. Because this ink is good with water, I'm not worrying about it. And because I used an alcohol ink, you can see that it has come through the backside of my paper. I am using 80-pound paper today, 80-pound cardstock. I think most of you have basic cardstock in your crafty arsenal. Ta-da! Look at how good that is. Holy smokes, artichokes. A simple, easy alcohol ink background. You've got at least 20 alcohol ink markers to start with, to play with. And we've just made a simple background. But now we need to take it to the next step. And that is where, that's where these guys come in. That's where these guys come in, right? So I think I'm gonna take and use, Oh, I think he'll look beautiful on there. And remember, there's not one in here, there's 6. Or maybe the fox, because the fox has got some of that blue in it. See, the fox has got kind of that blue. So I'm going to take these and make cards that are easy and simple, because really the toppers do all the work. They've got that glitter effect to them already. Okay, so let's move these out of the way and let's see what we want to do here. Maybe I'll do them both this way. And I'm just going to tape them to the middle. I'm just going to tape them right to the middle. And then I'm going to trim out around to see what I finally end up with. So I'm going to use a little bit of Stacy tape. Stacy tape is a double-sided adhesive. It is super strong, super long. and just kind of center it. I can then cut off the noise, which is what I call the extra pieces around. Woo! Like this piece, I call that piece noise. Now, I don't know that I wouldn't use that piece for maybe something in the center or in the opening of the card. Maybe stamp my sentiment on one of these pieces because it coordinates beautifully. I mean, it is the same ink, so I may just keep this and stamp a sentiment on it, but I'm just gonna get rid of some of the noise, just so it'll help me focus down on what I want my finished card to look like. So this is where I'm at right now, and let's do the same here. Gosh, this is pretty. Holy smokes, artichokes, is this pretty. Oh! So 1, 2, right in the center, and then I'm going to trim it off. Now I'm going to need to cut down more than this depending on the size of the card I do. But if you wanted to do a larger card, all you would need to do is maybe back this onto a piece of glitter and do a larger card. Smaller, we're just going to trim it on down. And we are going to be using that opulent paper, the white opulent paper. So what color base do I want to use with this? So I've got my Sizzix card bases. Oh my gosh, this is stunning. I am so sorry, but this is beautiful. You all may be looking at it going, no, I don't think so. I'm very happy with it. So I know I need to chop some off the top and the side and the center. And again, I don't know if I'm going to get rid of some of these pieces because I may use them someplace else, but I know I need to start kind of cropping it down. And you would use your trimmer. I'm a freehand kind of girl. Oh, and I'm very close. I am so close. Holy smokes, artichokes, I'm close. That makes my heart happy. I'm gonna take a little bit more off the sides. And then let's see what we've got. Okay, I'm gonna be good. Because I'm gonna keep some of these larger pieces and we might use them someplace else. I'm gonna take that and I'm now going to attach that to that white paper, which is Opulent from Sizzix. It's beautiful. So Opulent comes in, let me grab this is the Opulent Ivory. I think it's more white than it is ivory, but inside of it you get 5 different sheets of specialty paper. There you can see you've got a gloss and you've got a pearl, and they call this one a polished pearl, and you've got a soft touch, which feels lovely, and then a glitter. All specialty paper, all by Sizzix. It's part of their Opulent line. You get 10 sheets of each, 50 sheets in total, and it is pure magic. Because I have that white glitter going around the frame that comes with it, the way the die cuts were done, they added that glitter element. I'm just gonna mimic that glitter element here. And I don't want it to be too big because I need it to fit my card. I didn't cut my card down so small, my mat right here. I still need it to fit my card base. And you can see that the color has gone through, and that's perfectly fine. That's what alcohol ink does. but I'm not using alcohol ink paper. I am just using 80-pound cardstock. That's it. Some hand sanitizer and the markers that come in the kit. Do I know if we'll have more kits with more markers? I don't, because I really don't know what the manufacturers are going to send for a Make It Monday event. You know, when you're getting between $80 and $100 worth of product for $19.99, you really don't you don't ask too many questions. You just say thank you. Thank you. That's what I say to the manufacturers. Thank you. So I'm going to line it up. Leave myself a little bit of a mat, not too much. I might have to trim that down just a little bit, but we'll see. And cut it out. So this is a quick and easy technique that gives you this beautiful background look with that. The stamp can be used for, I mean, this stamp is perfect for everything. This isn't just a winter stamp, this is an everyday stamp. And the technique isn't just a Christmas technique, it's an everyday technique. What do we think? I think I'm going to call that done. Bam. And then he's given you the cute little red bling that I could then go in there and decorate this with. Bam. But we have this other one. Let's finish, because I've got this one to do too. And let's pick what color card base we want to use with it. Oh, I like the soft pink. I think that soft pink is going to be beautiful. And let's trim it on down. Now I'm just eyeballing it. I know this gives some of you a little bit of hives, like, oh, can she just not grab a trimmer? Oh, what would the fun be? And hello, I am so close. That's from being years and years and years of just doing this. See if I've got it a little bit closer, because I want to add a mat. A little bit more off each side, but not too much. Usually I'm saying it's a little bit off the top or a little bit off the bottom. This time it's just a little bit off the side. Oh, so pretty. And then I'm going to do that same white mat in the glitter with the opulent. It's almost sounded like, what is it? Clue. What is it? Miss Scarlet in the library room with the wrench. It's almost what that sounded like. So let's just add some Stacy tape right to it. And again, no specialty paper, alcohol ink markers. The key is going to be having that craft blending mat that I use for inks all the time now. I have been very honest in saying that I have a little bit of design envy, because I would have loved to have come up with that all by myself. This one little mat, how easy can it be? But what it does is game changing. I use it when I use my regular inks, and instead of tapping my inks off onto just a plain piece of paper, I use my mat because it allows me to use those inks again and again until there's nothing left to be used of them. But it also makes a great way to play with your alcohol ink markers and a mini mister with some hand sanitizer or some isopropyl in it. So how much white paper you have? You could take these, because again, you've got 24 in one pack. And I didn't even play with this pack. You've got 42 here, and you've got even sentiments on this one. You could play, and in probably, I don't know, maybe 2 hours time, have your Christmas cards done if you're last minute and you're just thinking about starting them. Take the markers, make your blends. Don't think about it. Don't give it too much thought. You saw I just kind of scribbled and sprayed. Don't be afraid of the hand sanitizer or the isopropyl. Just get it really wet. And let it make magic for you. Now some of you may already have, all of this product. Now you have a new and unique way of using it. Line it up. Now I've done 2 cards, and I've shown you the product, and I've taught a class. Imagine what you could do sitting at home. What a great idea this is for a mini class for your Girl Scout troops, your Boy Scout troops, your senior center. What a great little idea for your church groups and your youth groups at church, because all you need, they can come up, you can cut this in half. You might even be able to get 4 out of it and do it that way. Have them scribble, spray. They make their own background and then go and finish their card at their table. You have the markers up there. You can have 4 people come up at a time, make their backgrounds, and then take their backgrounds, stamp it, and go back and finish at their table. And poof, they've got adorable little cards right away. Instant gratification, instant, I did that mode. And it is true, they can, everybody can. All I did was scribble. That's all I did was, ooh yeah. All I did was scribble. And if they blend into each other on your marker, don't worry about it. You just come over and blend it right on out. No worries. I think that's close enough in that color. Not the green. Don't be afraid of the hand sanitizer. Get in there if you need to, kind of move it around just so you take those little lines, the lines that I did with the alcohol ink marker, just kind of make them disappear a little bit. If you get it wet enough, you can even let this kind of run into itself and get rid of them that way. And just start making. That one's pretty good. I won't finish it, but I do want to. But I will right away. I'm not going to wait for it to dry. I didn't wait for it to dry. I just went straight into the ink. You can see I got a little smear right there from my fingers. It's on the back side. We're good with that. Let's make something. That's how fast, that's how easy it is. Clean up your, I'm not going to get rid of that. Clean up your little craft mat, your little blending mat. You can use water, you can use alcohol, it's up to you, and a magic eraser. All right, so this is this week's Make It Monday bundle featuring Couture Creations. I am pretty positive there will not be enough for everybody. I am sorry about that. I really am. But I'm not going to say no to a fabulous deal just because we don't have hundreds and hundreds of them. It retails for $85.66. Your price is $19.99. You get everything from the envelopes to the bling to the alcohol markers to the toppers, where don't forget it's not one in there, it's 6 of every topper. It's just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful set with everything that you need. The beautiful big stamp that has an all over pattern that you can use again and again. It is not just for Christmas, not at all. All right. So let me show you samples because that's what we have is samples. Oh, what will I put on sale? You know what, we'll do that on sale. We'll do the blending mat on sale, of course, because you need it. I'll make sure that the Turbo Mister is in there, and I'll make sure that the color pad is in there. What else are you gonna need? You're gonna need this. You're gonna need the color pad. You're gonna need the Turbo Mister. I think that's all. And I'll throw some Sizzix card bases in there just in case you need those as well, in case you're not gonna do just white. All right, so here's the bundle. Now let me show you samples. So we did these 2 today. Here, just ink straight onto a card base. And they fussy cut this out of the topper and then used one of the other toppers. How pretty is that one? They took the envelope and they fussy cut the winter scene out of the envelope and put it down onto their card base and used one of the toppers. And then the stamped image. This was literally cut from an envelope and a little bit of ink. It looks amazing. Here's a Merry Christmas. And again, a little bit of ink stamping right onto your card base, your topper, and you are done. So today's Make It Monday event, Wahoo Couture, easy peasy mac and cheesy, perfect for every level of crafter, perfect for a class, absolutely, because everybody's going to be successful. And again, you're only using white paper. So if somebody makes mud, which is really hard to do, but if they do make mud, just give them another piece of white paper. You've got white paper. Now, when does the sale become available? Well, as soon as I say ready, set, go, which I just did. So we will have limited quantities in our store and limited quantities online. It is a first come, first serve, and I've already apologized for not having enough for everybody, but sometimes that just is the way it is. And there's nothing I can do about it. The manufacturers can only sell me what they have to sell. So if you loved what you saw, if you like $19.99, if Couture Creations makes your heart go wahoo Couture, if you want alcohol ink markers, a nice little set to get you going, this is it. The sale is now, the event has started, and I am Stacy at Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com, saying I will see you again on Thursday for our next event, which, gosh, I'm not even sure. We just did say yes to Spellbinders. Oh, it's All in Create. So our Thursday event is All in Create, and it is at 5 p.m. Sunny California time, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. If you love the latest and greatest from All in Create and you love value pricing, well, we're the place to be. All right, you guys, I will see you later. Thanks for being here with me. I've got to run downstairs and now get this loaded and hope we have internet. Bye, everybody. Stacy, Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. Bye.